Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnston. Flush to his right. That is caught by Stewart. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Back to throw. Johnston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big fella. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction. And it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense...
Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
No gain on the play there, second down. So they get nothing on first down, just back to the one. They need some room to operate.
They certainly do because you know they're going to be aggressive on the defensive side. They're going to come after you. So you practice this in OTAs, you practice this in minicamp, you practice this in preseason camp. 1 first down gives your punter room. 2 first downs is what you're seeking in order to make sure you flip the field a little bit.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw from his end zone, Johnston. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they change plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing it out route incomplete. It's Graves. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Hey, ready?
After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
He finds his man complete. It's Graves. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
They wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
2nd down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Johnston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back to throw. Johnston. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gross, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty. Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty. Operating from the gun, Johnston. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Johnston. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Back to throw. Johnston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I think he had that roll that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you? Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back to throw again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where it was the Seahawks who were able to get the...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Oh, a good return. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They go play action here on first down. That went out wide and intercepted. But a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. It'll be caught with St. Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing here, Purdy. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Johnston throwing deep for Stewart. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Looking to throw. Johnston escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Purdy now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Purdy from the gun. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 19 yards away. As his guys are able to extend their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
And he's going to set to the third time.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd and 9. They go play action here. Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted.